Lansing Common Football Club or the supporters group. We are proud to announce Lansing Common FC's official coffee partner, Strange Matter Coffee. Locally owned and operated, Strange Matter offers donuts and coffee made the hard way at their Michigan Avenue shop. Strange Matter also created a custom coffee blend for the Lansing Common FC, the Early Bird Blend. Every purchase of the Early Bird Blend helps support Lansing Common FC. $5.17 of every purchase of the Early Bird Blend will go to Lansing Common Football Club, and the remaining proceeds will be donated to support the Lansing community. Visit their tent by the concession stands for some fresh coffee. Moneyball Sportswear is the official kit supplier of Lansing Common FC. Over 19 years, Moneyball has shown an incredible commitment to the sporting community of Mid-Michigan, and Lansing Common are proud to share in that commitment. Moneyball offers an unmatched blend of customized team uniform options, product quality, and affordable prices. If you want your team to stand out on the field, reach out to them at moneyballsportswear.com. We are proud to announce Lansing Common FC's official brewery partner, Ozone's Brewhouse. Family owned and operated, Ozone's Brewhouse is Lansing's home for soccer. Ozone's offers a wide variety of beers, ciders, and seltzers, as well as their own on-site food truck. Stop by their Old Town tasting room after the match for a pint of Common Cause and some wood-fired pizza. For more information, find them online at ozonesbrewhouse.com. Remember, for the health and safety of your yourself and those around you. Please wear your face mask when using the restrooms and maintain at least 6 feet of distance between yourself and anyone that is not in your group. Thank you. This just in, you can sign up for internet today over by the entrance at go to the MetroNet banner to see if you qualify for a chance to get a $250 gift card.
Welcome to Eastern Stadium here, where Lansing Common FC will host Fort Wayne Sport Club. I'm Luca Maloney, and alongside me is Cameron McLaren. But before we begin, we'll have a word from our sponsors.
Lansing Common FC fans, go to lansingcommonfc.com/shop for all your merchandise needs. They have polos, beanies, scarves, everything that you can dream of. That is lansingcommonfc.com/shop. Lansing Common FC is proudly sponsored by Highland Plastics. Highland Plastics Incorporated is the official teamwork sponsor of Lansing Common FC. HPI supports Lansing Common FC because they recognize the passion, commitment, and teamwork it takes to create an important community institution that improves the lives of everyone involved. LCFC is also sponsored by Die Hard. Die Hard Custom is the official scarf supplier of Lansing Common FC. They specialize in creating amazing custom scarves, beanies, hats, face masks, and many other items. They're a great company to work with and do amazing work. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by Moneyball. Moneyball Sportswear is the official kit supplier of Lansing Common FC. Over 19 years, Moneyball has shown an incredible commitment to the sporting community of Mid-Michigan, and Lansing Common are proud to share in that commitment. Moneyball offers an unmatched blend of customized team uniform options, product quality, and affordable prices. If you want your team to stand out on the field, reach out to them at moneyballsportswear.com. That's moneyballsportswear.com. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by Ozones. We are proud to announce Lansing Common FC's official brewery partner, Ozones Brewhouse. Family-owned and operated, Ozones Brewhouse is Lansing's home for soccer. Ozones offers a wide variety of beers, ciders, and seltzers, as well as their own on-site food truck. Stop by their Old Town tasting room after the match for a pint of Common Cause and some wood-fired pizza. For more information, find them online at ozonesbrewhouse.com. That's ozonesbrewhouse.com. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by BWL. We are proud to be sponsored by the Lansing Board of Water and Light this season. Just like us, BWL is powered by the Lansing community. Hometown people, hometown power. And lastly, Lansing Common FC is sponsored by J. Biggs. Lansing Common fans, our team goes big here on the pitch, but when they go home, they go Biggs with Jacqueline Biggs, official realtor of Lansing Common FC. From Waverly to Williamston, Okemos to Old Town, no one gives you a better home field advantage. Call 517-331-4109 or go online to gobigstogohome.com. That's go, B-I-G-G-S, to gohome.com. Jacqueline Biggs is a licensed realtor with Caldwell Banker Hubble Briarwood. And now, your Lansing Common FC pregame show.
Welcome, thank you for joining us here at Eastern Stadium, where Lansing Common FC will host Fort Wayne Sport Club. Cameron McLaren, Luca Maloney. Cameron, how are you feeling about today's game?
Well, it's a great day outside. The clouds started rolling in a couple of hours ago, but it's a nice 68, 67 degrees on the pitch. A little bit of wind, but it shouldn't be too much for these players to handle.
Again, from what we're hearing from our sources, Fort Wayne Sport Club will field 12 players, 3 of them who are going to be used from Lansing Common FC, trialists and practice players.
Yeah, so Fort Wayne was only supposed to have 12 players make the trip up I-69, but they fell through last minute with a couple of their players. So Coach Josh Oakley decided to lend them a couple of LCFC training squad players to be able to actually have a friendly match this afternoon. The refs showed up, the team showed up, but unfortunately Fort Wayne was a couple of players short, and they'll have to use a couple of enemy players today.
And it's a packed house here tonight at Eastern Stadium, where Lansing Common FC will debut their first ever game since the fall of Lansing Ignite.
Yeah, it's been over 575 days since the last professional men's soccer match happened in the great city of Lansing, Michigan. But it's a hometown squad here tonight, fielded with a bunch of players from local universities such as Spring Arbor, Western Michigan, and a few notable faces from Michigan State's incoming classes that'll make their appearance here tonight in the starting lineup.
Yes, we do. We have... And we'll go ahead and announce our starting lineup.
Yeah, and starting in goal, it's going to be number 1, Zach Kelly. He's the recent commit from Michigan State. Luca, what have you seen from him so far looking at his tape?
He's huge. From Holt High School, Zach Kelly comes in with the big expectations into this Lansing Common team. One of the younger players in this side, but again, goalkeepers is about experience, and Zach Kelly, decorated high school goalkeeper, is going to get his starting debut tonight. Next up, we have Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott is a defender, 6 foot, 165 pounds, 19 years old, from Western Michigan University.
Yeah, he's a great defensive player. He'll slide in at right back. And an interesting note, he's the all-time leading goal scorer in Lakeland High School history. And he competed for the Michigan Jaguars of the United Premier Soccer League a couple of years ago. Look for him to be a great staple on this defense for Coach Oakes.
Next up in midfield will be number 6, Noah Canlis. Noah Canlis, 24 years old, plays at Alma College.
Yeah, Noah Canlis, he's a great player. He had a really good past couple of seasons at Alma, and especially in this last season before COVID struck. 15 games played, started 13 of them with 4 goals and 5 assists in those 15 games.
Next up, Marco Bernardini, 5'8", midfielder from Spring Arbor University and Livonia Stevenson High School. He's a former player of Lansing United and currently plays for futsal in Lansing City Futsal.
Yeah, Bernardini is one of the older players on this roster for Josh Oakley. I believe he's 28. But look for him, especially with that futsal experience, to be close and be very well in tight quarters, especially at the midfield position.
One of two players at 28 years old. You expect to see that veteran presence in the team. Next up, we have Lutrim Shefku.
Yeah, Chef Q. He's one of the pairs of brothers on this team, if I remember correctly. But Lutrim, the younger, smaller of the Chef Q brothers, plays at Spring Arbor. But in his high school years, he was a first-team All-Stater and Dream Team honors twice in the state of Michigan.
Big honors. And up next, starting at the center attacking mid role, will be Munir Sherali.
Yeah, Munir Sherali alongside. He'll be paired kind of similar along to his striking partner in Shadi Omar. They both play at Eastern Illinois. And a fun fact about Munir, he was the 2019 to 2020 Summit. He was on the Summit League Commissioner's list of academic excellence at Eastern Illinois.
Up next at left back will be Dante Morissette. Dante Morissette from Ontario, Canada, plays at Michigan State University, where this last season started many of the games and was a key part of Damon Rensing's fabled Michigan State Spartans.
Yeah, before he became a Michigan State Spartan, he played for the Huskies at Northeastern for a couple of years, 15 games, or only 1 year, I should say, 1 assist and 15 starts.
Up next is our striker, Shady Omar.
Yeah, Shadi Omar at a Holt High School. When he graduated from high school, he went to Egypt for 2 years to get some experience on the other side of his games, quoting that the American game and the Eastern European game are very different, forced him to use a lot of different skills.
As you might hear in front of us, the starting 11 has just come out onto the field. But to finish our starting 11, up next we have Lirim Shefku.
Yeah, number 19, Lirim Shefku. Again, the older brother of Lutrim Shefku. Both from Mason and transferred to Spring Arbor from Northwood. He spent 2 years at Northwood University, started 18 games with 3 goals and 2 assists on 29 shots. But his short spell at Spring Arbor, 3 games played, 3 starts, and 1 assist in 228 minutes.
Up next, at center back, Aiden O'Connor.
Yeah,
Aiden O'Connor, a big guy in defense. Cam, what are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's Michigan's Mr. Soccer in 2019, leading Forest Hills Northern to a 23-0-1 record and ultimately cultivating in a state title. Look for him to be solid in the defense.
And to finish off the team at his center back pair will be Travis Hammers.
Yeah, not a lot I could say on Travis Hammers, except if I remember correctly, he graduated from Michigan State with a degree in packaging 2 years ago.
Well, today he makes his starting debut for Lansing Common FC as they head out into the center of the park to line up.
And before we get into the match, we have to thank the rest of the list of sponsors. Lansing Common FC is proudly sponsored by Dean Trailways. Lansing Common FC is proud to have Dean Trailways as its official transportation partner. When we hit the road in the coming weeks, we can't think of a better company to travel with. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by Strange Matter. We are proud to announce Lansing Common FC's official coffee partner, Strange Matter Coffee. Locally owned and operated, Strange Matter offers donuts and coffee made the hard way at their Michigan Avenue shop. Strange Matter also created a custom coffee blend for Lansing Common FC, the Early Bird Blend. Every purchase of the Early Bird Blend helps support Lansing Common FC. $5.17, the 517 of every purchase of the Early Bird Blend will go to Lansing Common FC, and the remaining proceeds will be donated to support the Lansing community. Visit strangemattercoffee.com for more information. That's strangemattercoffee.com. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by Gabriel's Community Credit Union. For more than 64 years, Gabriel's Community Credit Union has been here for you. With personal attention and a community focus, we offer the best of both worlds in our local, friendly services where you'll know your Gabriel's Community Credit Union member representative and the convenience of national shared branching so you're covered wherever you go. Bank online from anywhere with our mobile app and enjoy a checking account that works for you with secure checking. At GCCU, we're all about you. check us out at gabrielscu.com. That's gabrielscu.com. Go Lansing Common. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by the Greater Lansing Open Soccer. Greater Lansing Open Soccer is Lansing's #1 place for the highest quality social and competitive soccer. They currently run the best co-ed rec leagues and the only men's open league in Lansing. Like us, GLOS is a community-centric organization that is dedicated to bringing soccer to the people. If you're looking for the best experience playing this beloved game or want to support our local leagues, stop by their table to register for their upcoming session. And lastly, Lansing Common FC is sponsored by Metronet. We're excited to have Metronet as the official fiber-to-home provider of Lansing Common FC. Metronet provides fiber optic telecommunication services in the Lansing area, including high-speed fiber internet and a variety of programming and products. We're proud to have Metronet as a partner because of their commitment to the communities they serve.
Get ready for the first starting lineup ever for Lansing Common FC.
And for the viewers at home, to introduce the starting 11 for Fort Wayne SC. Number 1, Mark Enthwia. Number 16, Sean Whirling. Number 8, Moses Akamama. Number 13, Cam Wheeler. 14, Paulo Delgadillo. Number 5, Baka Suleimani. Number 6, Casey Zimmerman. Number 9, Tito. Number 11, Pedro Flores. And number 12, Adolfo Villajes. And as we said, Lansing Common FC will be allowing 3 of their practice squad players to be in the Road Blues for Fort Wayne. Those 3 players are Nick Robinson, Jake Walther, and Zabayo Smith.
Okay, as we head on here, announcing the starting lineups on the field. Cameron, Josh Oakley, coach for Lansing Common FC, talked to us a little bit about how he wants his style of play to be tonight. He wants to be progressive, he wants to move the ball around quick, but most importantly, being efficient with the way he wants to play. You know, go to goal quickly, defend well, be compact, but at the same time, get those goals in as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so Coach Oakley said in our interview with him on Monday after practice that they wanted to be a highly competitive possession team. He quote unquote, he said that mistakes happen in the back third. So look for Lansing Common FC to come out and press higher up the pitch and get a lot of open ball turnovers against this Fort Wayne side that's not fielding many players.
Again, but the idea tonight in this friendly is to see what these Lansing Common FC players can do. These are a group of players that didn't start training up till 6 days ago. Again, they haven't had a lot of time to work together. They did not practice this past Friday. They've trained Monday through Thursday, and they've gone 2 11v11 sessions. Today is going to be more about experimenting with the side and seeing what these players can do in a match situation.
Yeah, and a couple of these players know each other from college. You have 6 of them that graduated from Spring Arbor, and a couple of them play with each other on a daily basis at college. And then you have a couple of players from Western Michigan, and then the 2 highly sought-after recruits in Dante Morissette and Zach Kelly for Michigan State. But a lot of these guys have not played with each other, and they've had just 6 days to pretty much prepare after the open tryouts. And a quick note about that open tryout, one of the players signed after the first tryout is Daniel Silva. He didn't attend college, but he was a prolific, I want to say, midfielder in high school. And he was signed after basically impressing Coach Oakley after the first tryout, so he's one of the surprises to make this roster.
Sometimes you get those players that don't receive as much attention given where they went to high school or the amount of club soccer they played, but they are still tremendously talented players. And I think with Daniel Silva, I will see a guy who is different from the rest of the guys in terms of that college experience, but nevertheless, he's got that talent.
Yeah, and it should be, going off your point about what to expect from this team, Coach Josh Oakley electing to go with a 4-5-1. It's basically false posing as a 4-2-3-1 with a couple of high wingers and Noah Canlis and Munir Shirali. It's going to be a high-flying attack, I want to say, for this Lansing Common FC team. And with Coach Oakes, being a results-oriented coach, they're going to want to try to come out and get a victory, and a convincing one at that.
They are quick. They are technical players. It'll be very good how they link up with Shedi Omar up top. He's also very quick and can win balls at the air, standing at 6'4". And he has been the one knocking the goals in training.
Yeah, and he's got that connection with Munir Shirali, both of them playing at Eastern Illinois. A couple of good connections between them at that respective college. But a lot of what's going to happen is going to be the ball skills of both the brothers Liam and Lutram Shefku in the midfield.
Okay, players have taken their positions on the field. It looks like Fort Wayne Sport Club will kick the ball off in this first half. Man.
And what has seemed like an eternity for a lot of these fans and a lot of the supporters for Lansing Common, it's been over almost 600 days since the final whistle blew and ended Lansing Ignite's season just over 2 years ago. But now professional men's soccer is back in Lansing.
And I am honored to call this game alongside you, Cameron McLaren, as the ball rolls and we're up and live. Starting with the ball, Fort Wayne Sport Club passing it around the back, outright, taking a couple touches, going past one. Dante Morris set to pick the ball up in a throw-in for Lansing Common. Dante Morissette throws it in back to Travis Hammers. Hammers looking for options. Back out to Dante Morissette. Lutram Shefku and Noah Canless in midfield tonight for the Robins. Out to Aiden O'Connor. Out to Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott launches one forward to Munir. To Munir Shirali. Munir Shirali stopped by Fort Wayne Sport Club on his right side, edging close to that 18-yard box.
Yeah, it was
They win it back.
Yeah, it was a good play there by Baka Suleimani, the left back there for Fort Wayne, cutting off that pass from Munir Shirali. Otherwise, he was in on goal.
Ball back out in the midfield for Fort Wayne. Munir Shefku gets the pass right to him. Over to Shedi Omar, but just over. Hit back to goalkeeper Mark Nathaya. Ball being played out to the center back. All the way left. And the smoke has started on the other side of the pitch as the Lansing Common fans begin their singing, their chanting, and the drums. It's an exciting time to be a part of this organization. Kyle Scott wins the ball back at the right side into his own box. Pass back out to Zach Kelly in goal. Zach Kelly under pressure, boots one away. To Omar. Noah Canless with the ball. Back to Aiden O'Connor at center back. O'Connor launches one.
Yeah, he was trying to find Noah Canless on that Route 1 pass from the right side, switching the field of attack but unable to find it. And you're looking to see that how cool, calm, and collected this Lansing Common back four is under pressure, not really receiving much, but welcoming that pressure to try to draw out the forwards from Fort Wayne.
It's a long ball all the way back to Zach Kelly. Zach Kelly under pressure, picks the ball up, throws it out to Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott passes it into no man's land, picked up by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne gets it back. Picked up by Lansing Common on the ball. Picked up back Fort Wayne in the midfield. Taking it out, taking a touch. O'Connor picks the ball up. Lutram. Out to Marco Bernardini. Back to Kyle Scott. Scott looking for options. Plays it to Lutram Shefku. Kyle Scott back with the ball on the right side, and Marco Bernardini picks the ball up. Big long pass to Dante Morissette, but unable to find him. Just a bit too long for him.
Yeah, it's going to be those defensive center mids for Lansing Common that are going to find themselves in space, as I believe Fort Wayne's showing off at a 4-3-3, I should say, finding themselves in a lot of space in the midfield, but that ball just too far in front of Dante Morissette. The speedy youngster couldn't get a hold of that one.
Okay, and we're back. Shefku picks the ball back up in midfield, beating one player, turns around, still finding an option to Dante Morissette. Morissette tries to go through the legs of the Fort Wayne right winger, but unable to get past that. Throw in Fort Wayne, and we have a little bit of a foul, little entanglement at the 20-yard line. Dante Morissette trying to start it back up quickly.
Yeah, Whirling tried to get around Hammers there, and he was unable to get so, and their feet clacked a little bit, and the foul was given the other way, and Lansing Common retained possession.
5 minutes into this friendly. Back out to Dante Morissette at the left. Into Noah Canlis, but it just goes out. Fort Wayne gets the ball, throws it in, but into the feet of Marco Bernardini. Bernardini finding options, puts one out wide to Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott looking for options, plays it back to O'Connor. O'Connor (19) to Lirim Shefku. In the midfield, Marco Bernardini again. Long ball out to Dante Morissette. Morissette chasing it. Will he get there? No, it just goes out for a throw-in.
Yeah, Lansing Common trying to play the long ball from the back. It's between Aiden O'Connor and Travis Hammers, who are trying to find those the right and left wing back in both Dante Morissette and Kyle Scott out in front, trying to make those runs.
We got a little bit of a mess at the back for Fort Wayne. Clean back up. Plays a pass, but out wide. Just not enough accuracy on that pass to get it upfield. It'll be Robbins' ball. Right around half. There we go. To the feet of Travis Hamas. Into Lirim Shefku. Into the feet of Noah Canlis. Into Shadi Omar. Picked up by Fort Wayne. Going upfield. Now they're countering. Now there's space. There you go. Picked up by Lirim Shefku. Shadi Omar has the option now to Munir. To Munir Sharali. He's cutting in. Tries to go past one. Tries to go past two. Just not quite enough. Bounce back into the feet of Marco Bernardini. Bernardini looking for options. Dribbling the ball. Lansing trying to get into break into the final third. There we go. Back to Marco Bernardini. This team is keeping possession, but not switching the ball. Very crowded area. Into Kyle Scott. That was a tough tackle right there. Looks like player wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, and on the other end, it's Marco Bernardini that saved a goal there. A pass from Akamama was about to find its way to Whirling, but Bernardini was there, and the backtracking midfielder was able to intercept that ball. Otherwise, it could very well be 1-0 Fort Wayne.
All right, and Lansing starts the ball back up in their own half. Dribbled up by Travis Hammers. Finds the feet of Shadi Omar. Shadi Omar turns into the feet of Lutrum Shefku. Shefku to Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott takes a couple touches up into the feet of Lirim Shefku this time. A little bit of an entanglement there. Oh, and he's fouled. That's a good space right there for a direct free kick. Who do you think takes it?
Well, Liram won it. I don't expect he'll take it, but we'll get to see the magic that is the set-piece tactics for Lansing Common. They worked on this on Thursday, but it was a great, I want to say, a good take for Lirim Shefku to take on two of the Fort Wayne Sporting Club players as they appeal, but it was a 50-50 that was ultimately won by Lirim. and it looks like it'll be Lirim to take it.
Lirim and Munir Sharali standing over the ball. It looks like Lirim Shefku will be the one taking this. From about 18 to 20 yards out. Goalkeeper lining up his wall of 3. Tries to go in between the wall. Not quite. It's going to be a corner for Lansing Common.
Yeah, it was just too high. It hit the feet of the wall. I believe he was trying to go under and find a runner on that near post, but he was just unable to keep that ball down, and it goes out for a corner. First corner of the game.
Munir Sharali will take the corner at the right side. Swinging it in. Puts one in the middle. Will he find someone on it? And that will go for a kick for Fort Wayne. Seems like a little bit of bodies in that midfield. Caught the Fort Wayne goalkeeper.
Yeah, it was a good ball played in by Shirali, and the goalkeeper went for it, but he was fouled in the process, so it's a free kick for the Fort Wayne.
We have one Fort Wayne player coming in on that left side. Looks like he's going to be warming up. Fort Wayne struggling to get it out of the back. Shady Omar picks it up at the top of the box. Into Munir Sharali. Shady Omar skips past 1, skips past 2. Trying to find a cross. Just caught off by the defender. Munir Sharali picks it back up, swings one in. Hits the arm of the defender, but it will not be called as handball. Right to his side. Difficult to call that. And now it's a counterattack for Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne dribbling it up. We haven't seen Fort Wayne at full speed yet, but we do know about their recent history with beating Cincinnati Soccer Club 5-0 in the Region 2 Amateur Cup not that long ago.
Yeah, and for them it was 4 different scores, but I believe only 2 of them are on the pitch today.
Unknown if it's due to the traveling commodities or any illness or anything keeping out the players from playing today, but we will only see about 11 players, counting some substitutions for Fort Wayne Sport Club. And it will be a free kick for Fort Wayne just about over the half. Trying to find an option into the feet of Marco Bernardini. Picked up by Munir Sharali on the right side. "11 minutes in. Shady Omar with the breakaway. He's got space. He's got 2 defenders on him. Puts one back into Dante Morissette, but not quite for Dante. Marco Bernardini's great tackle to put the ball out. It's going to be a throw-in for Fort Wayne right on the half line. Throw-in. Into the breakaway. He's offside. Just offside right on that right side. Past Dante Morissette.
Yeah, and it was cute football there by Shady Omar trying to backheel that into the feet of Dante Morissette. And once again, it was the midfielder Marco Bernardini who was denying a counterattack. That's the second one that he's done today for Fort Wayne, keeping this a 0-0 scoreline.
Lansing Common again playing out of the back. Marco Bernardini to Lutram Shefku. Shefku to Morissette. Morissette finding his options. Back to Bernardini in midfield. There we go, Bernardini again, searching for options. Goes back to Lutram Shefku. Shefku. Skips past 1, skips past 2. Puts it back to Bernardini in midfield. Tries to find it out wide to his brother, Lirim Shefku. Kyle Scott. Fort Wayne get the ball back on that left side. Just not enough options for him, and he is fouled.
Yeah, it was Munir Sharali just a little bit overzealous on the ball. Just falls on top of Moses Akamama there for Fort Wayne. It's free kick.
And here we go. There we go. Great footwork from Lirim Shefku into Shady Omar. Picked up by the goalkeeper. Just too much power on that pass for Shady Omar. Every time Lansing Common FC is getting closer and closer, but just not quite.
Yeah, and this is what Coach Oakley's wanting to see out of his team, winning the ball higher up the field and regaining possession when they do. Not necessarily counterattacking football, but finding those, breaks in the defense for Fort Wayne and capitalizing. Just that last final pass just got ahead of Liram and unable to find Shetty Omar to try to get an or to try to open the scoring.
Fort Wayne now trying to play out of the back, passing in between all 4 defenders. Here we go on that right side, trying to take on Noah Canlis. Beats him. And it's going to be a misplaced pass all the way back to Zach Kelly in goal. The incoming Michigan State goalkeeper, Aiden O'Connor, plays it into midfield for Lirim Shefku. Lucherim, sorry. And out to Munir Sharali. But just out. Throw in for Fort Wayne. Into midfield, Dante Morissette steps, wins the ball back. And now we have a counterattack for Lansing Common. Munir Sharali puts it back into Marco Bernardini. Marco Bernardini telling his players to move forward. Finds Dante Morissette. Morissette, heavy touch. It's going to go right back out, and it's going to be the ball for Fort Wayne.
Yeah, it was a good deflection there and a good clearance by Viajes for Fort Wayne. Morissette tried to get his left foot to it, but he was unable to corral that one down as Lansing had a couple of players on the break.
We weren't sure if it was going to rain tonight. It hasn't started raining yet, but our weather forecast did expect rain in between this game.
Don't broadcasters curse it.
All right, back out in the back for Fort Wayne, trying to play it through the middle. Finds on the left side. Now he's got space. He's got Aiden O'Connor. Tries to play a ball into midfield. One back. Marco Bernardini skips past it. Puts the ball out to Munir. Lirim Shefku plays one all the way back to Kyle Scott at the right back position. And that ball is just misplaced. Not a very good touch. I'm going to go ball back for Fort Wayne. 16 minutes in. Fort Wayne playing the ball back.
And once again, you're seeing how tidy Lansing Common is in their final third with their ball skills and with how much class they have in the back four to have the trust in one another to win the ball back and to keep possession without having to be super frantic.
Lucherim Shefku wins the ball back in midfield. Out to Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott plays a pass into Marco Bernardini. Bernardini asking where are his players. Nobody showing for him in going forward. He has to play it back to Travis Hamas. Hamas squares it to O'Connor. O'Connor back into Bernardini. Picked up by Noah Canlis in midfield. It's going to go past one. Tough tackle. It's going to go in. Ref is not going to call it. Not enough in there to stop the play. Ball is going to go all the way back into the edge of Fort Wayne's box. They're still trying to play it out of the back. There's not enough pressure here from Lansing Common. Ball back into midfield. They still have it. Marco Bernardini wins the ball back. Shetty Omar holds the ball up, plays a great 1-2. Dante Morissette slides in for it, wins the ball back, but unable to let the ball go after he wins it right back. Fort Wayne again trying to play the ball back out. Plays out one long. It's going to go to Travis Hammers. Aiden O'Connor calmly with no man on him. Hammers plays it all the way back to Zach Kelly. Kelly gives a little touch to Aiden O'Connor. Bernardini again with the ball in midfield. He's been the engine of this team, trying to get the ball rolling, but just not enough going forward for Lansing Common in these opening 18 minutes.
Yeah, and that's the second time now out of 3 times that Bernardini is asking where the runs are. He's trying to get those forward wingers to come back into space, as there's a lot of open space in the midfield that Fort Wayne is showing, and it's both Noah Canlis and Munir Sharali that he's wanting to come up to receive those passes around the halfway line and start a break.
And here we go again with Lansing Common on the ball in midfield to Munir Sharali. Back out to Travis Hammers at center back. Plays a ball in to Noah Canlis. Canlis tries to find Dante Morissette. Morissette fouled, and it will be a free kick for Lansing Common. Second free kick of the game right here at the left side of the pitch. About 26 yards, 28 yards from goal. This will most likely go in, try to find a head on a player inside the box.
Yeah, and who else to take it but Marco Bernardini, trying to wizard this ball somewhere into the penalty area.
Here we go. Swings the ball in. Will it find a head? No, it finds the head of a Fort Wayne player. Fort Wayne wins the ball back. Look at that. Quick little 1-2 with the player.
Yeah, as the referee blows a whistle here, it was Noah Canlis who got in the way of Mark Nithwia in goal. A little bit shaken up.
Here on the sideline, we see is that Osman Haji is warming up and getting his shirt on. Looks like the Lansing Common FC will make a substitution here in a bit.
Yeah, and for this friendly, it's unlimited substitutions, so expect to see as many Lansing Common players as you'd like. As on the touchline, Tito is warming up for Fort Wayne.
What seems like this was Josh Oakley's favorite opening game starters. It looks now the change. Osman Haji will come into the left side, making his debut for the club. Out coming Noah Canlis, giving it a good 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and
we look forward to keep seeing him back onto the field.
And for Fort Wayne, it's Pedro Flores who will make way for Tito.
Number 9, Tito. And into the game for Lansing Common FC, number 7, Haji. Just Haji.
As applause rains in from this Lansing Common home crowd for both substitutions, as Osman Haji will make his debut. And on the ground, stretching out a little bit of fatigue for the starting goalkeeper for Fort Wayne.
Needs a little bit of water.
Cramping up a little bit in this 67-degree heat, I would say, but it's a nice cooler day. It's cold front coming through.
There's a cool breeze coming into this game in the last 3 hours that we've been here preparing for this game. It's gotten a little cooler, but I think this is favorable weather for a good evening soccer match.
Yes, and if I remember from meteorology class, a rain shadow peers over to our right, which would be the south end of the stadium, which is where the winds are coming from. So rain is imminent.
And we get the ball rolling again with Fort Wayne playing out of the back. Number 6, Casey Zimmerman, trying to play it out. Then it goes into the feet of Munir. Munir back out to Kyle Scott. O'Connor squares it to Travis Hamas. O'Connor asking for support, asking for people to show themselves. And there he goes. Great turn from Shedi Omar. Shedi Omar tried to take a whack at it, but he's fouled in the process. And now here we have another redemption for a free kick, again from about 26, 28 yards out. Will it be Lirim Shefku again?
Yeah.
But again, we're finding those passes into Shedi Omar. Great turn. If only that foul didn't prevent him from striking the ball, it might have been a hit.
Yeah, he squared that one up. It looked like he was about to try to blast a hole through the net, as it was Casey Zimmerman who fouled him in the act of shooting. And from about 28 yards out, they'll have another free kick in a dangerous position.
23 minutes in. Again, it looks like the same set-piece routine where the two players right here will open up and let Munir Shadali take a rip at it. And it's just too low and too wide for Munir Shadali to convert. It will be Fort Wayne ball starting at the goalkeeper, Mark Nutawa.
Yeah, it was a good idea there from Shirali to try to curl that one, but just not enough oomph on it to get that ball into the right corner and slot one home for Lansing Common.
As we see more fans coming into the stadium, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. People are excited to see this team out on the field for the very first time in its history. All right, Fort Wayne working the ball down the left wing. They continue possessing. You know, for a team who does not have many players in the rotation, they're possessing the ball really well. Trying to find options, but again, going forward, that's been difficult for this team against two really tall and physical center backs in Aiden O'Connor and Travis Hammers. And we're going to see a foul. It's going to be Fort Wayne ball, 35 yards out. Shetty Omar putting the pressure on both center backs. May need a little bit more support. Lirim Shefq again in that number 10 role. His brother pressing. That's a great press to win the ball back. And Lutrim Shefq nearly wins it back for Lansing Common. Back out right for Fort Wayne. Skips past Osman Haji. And he's still going. He's still going. Hasn't been stopped. Travis Hammers wins the ball back. Out to Aiden O'Connor. O'Connor out to Scott Kelly. Aiden O'Connor boots one out, trying to find Shetty Omar, but just out.
Yeah, right there. Getting caught in possession. Almost caught Lansing Common on the back end as Zach Kelly took a little bit of a spill when trying to dish that ball out as it just floated up in the air for Sean Whirling of Fort Wayne to try to get ahead on it.
Casey Zimmerman trying to work the ball in for Fort Wayne. Goes out right. Players asking for the ball in the middle. Will he send it in? Big ball in. Finds the feet of Fort Wayne. Casey Zimmerman. Oh, that's the closest Fort Wayne have gotten in this half, and that was very scary for Lansing Common defenders.
Yeah, and the back four just switched off there. They thought Zimmerman was offsides after the left striker caught that ball in an awkward position as Kyle Scott missed it in the air. They switched off, and it almost led to Zimmerman getting a wide open look at Zach Kelly.
Okay, it'll be a Fort Wayne corner kick. Swings the ball in. Finds the head of Shetty Omar, who heads it away, the forward. Doing defensive work, and then now it's a breakaway. Osman Haji trying to find him, but not enough. Had the right idea, had the right ambition, but just not the right execution.
And I told you before the game, the pitch is very uneven with the way that the turf is. It's not flat enough, and it looks like the turf monster got Osman Haji there, trying to play a left-footed through ball into Shetty Omar, who, if he received it, was in on goal.
Fort Wayne gets the ball back, now dancing their way through midfield, fouled by Lirim Shefq. They play quick, trying to catch Lansing off guard. He's going to swing a ball into the left. No, skips past Kyle Scott. He's going into the box. And it's going to be a Fort Wayne corner kick. Every time Fort Wayne goes up, they're creating something. And they're getting a little bit more in this game.
Yeah, Lirim Shefq there with a tactical foul. Surprised the referee didn't stop it for a yellow card. It seemed intentional.
Ball swung in, but cleared away by the Robins.
But to continue my point, Fort Wayne continued on, and they were able to generate a dangerous chance there, but it was Munir Shirali who was able to keep Fort Wayne from getting a clear shot in on goal and forcing a corner.
Munir Shirali in the 1920 season for Eastern Illinois. Played 10 games, had 1 goal and 1 assist. One ball back by Aiden O'Connor. Aiden O'Connor squares it to his goalkeeper, Zach Kelly. Kelly launches one forward to try to find, and there he goes. The ball bounces right to Osman Haji. Osman Haji stopped, but no foul.
Yeah, he just got bodied off the ball there. You got to be a little bit tougher.
You need a little bit
50-50.
Absolutely, you need to be a little bit quicker in those situations. Marco Bernardini picks the ball back up in midfield. Just beaten Osman Haji. Back to Bernardini. Bernardini in a tight space. Finds Great ball for Dante Morissette. Dante Morissette has time, has space. One defender on him. Swings the ball into the middle. Larim Shevku. Not enough in that cross to find and not enough support inside. Munir Sharali gets a cross off. Whoa, and Dante Morissette tries to launch one into the back corner and surprise the goalkeeper, but just off. In for Lansing Common will be number 21, Joshua Rosendale.
But going back to that attack, it was all started by Marco Bernardini, looking to be the magician of this Lansing Common strike force, as he's able to find Morissette on the left flank in open space, which has been given to them all game long, but he's been looking for those runs to draw the defenders in when he gets those left and right strikers and Canlis and Shirali to come forward and break down a defense for Fort Wayne, and they're lucky to escape that one without conceding.
Absolutely. Dante's been looking for that run this entire game so far, but that was his first option to try to get a clear cross into that middle. Dante Morissette just taps it away, but given back to Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne, Moses. Suleiman gets it back. Moses tripped up. Oh, and it'll go as a Lansing Common ball.
3-on-1 as Akamama tried to play both the brothers Liram and Lutram Shevku, and he ultimately lost out and apparently picked up a little bit of a knock in giving away a free kick, a surprise free kick there for Lansing Common.
All right, and coming in, number 21 will be Joshua Rosendale from Olivet College. In his career, he's played 58 games, scored 18, and 4 assists. Impressive resume.
Yeah, and it's big man for big man as Shetty Omar will make way for Rosendale. And we haven't seen Rosendale a lot in practice as he's favored a little bit of a wrist injury.
But he's made his debut out now, and Shetty Omar will make way. Shetty Omar, one of the highly recruited players out in this team, who Josh Oakley gives a handshake to and salutes his player. Usman Haji, outright to Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott rolls it again. Finds Munir Sharali. Sharali on the right side, breaks away, tries to find a cross in, and oh, it'll go. It'll hit the back of the goal.
Unfortunately, that won't count as a shot on target, as he was looking to find Josh Rosendale off the near post, but that one clipped in, and I guess with a little bit of the wind favoring the northern side of the stadium, it almost clipped in back post and beat the goalkeeper Nwithwia.
Again, this is a favorable crowd outside here at Eastern Stadium. Fans have packed the west side of this stadium really tightly, and again, fans are just happy to be out here and witness Lansing soccer once more.
Yeah, and if last thing we knew, it was a sold-out crowd for both sitting and standing room.
Here we go. Misplaced pass by Fort Wayne will end up as the ball for Lansing Common in that final third. Out to Dante Morissette. Morissette to Lutram Shevku. Lutram taking his time with the ball. Hits it out to his brother. All right, back out. Aiden O'Connor gets a pass from Travis Hammers. Hammers gets it right back. Plays it to Lutram Shevku, who shifts into that left back position for Dante Morissette as he moves his way up the pitch. Back out to Aiden O'Connor on the right side. Aiden O'Connor finds Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott takes a great touch to keep the ball in. Sends across, but caught by the goalkeeper, Mark Ntlaya. And there we go. That's the type of play that we want to see from Kyle Scott, and the one that Coach Oakley has been expecting this season.
Yeah, both the left and right back and Morissette and Scott have wheels, and they can get up the right and left flanks respectively. And ultimately, his final cross let him down, but it's the passing for Lansing Common from the back two of O'Connor and Hammers who have really kind of jump-started the Lansing Common offense. They just haven't been able to put anything on the board as of yet, but strong signs so far from the back four.
33 minutes in, and now Fort Wayne on the ball, trying to play out of the back. There's not enough clear options going down the middle for the Robins today. There we go. Switches the ball out right. Plays it out. Tries the one-on-one. Dante Morissette beats him. But Osman Haji blocks the cross. It'll be a throw-in right by the corner flag for Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne sends in a deep throw-in into the middle of the box. And there we go. And it's going to be a foul for Lansing Common after Lirim Shefki was taken down.
Yeah, and a smart there by Baka Suleimani, able to get that ball and bring it 10 yards up the pitch to prevent Lansing Common from having a quick restart, and Fort Wayne's able to get back and collect themselves.
And here we keep going with Marco Bernardini on the ball. He's dropped into that deeper midfield position, playing that regista role. Hits it out right to Aiden O'Connor. Aiden O'Connor dribbles it upfield, has options in the middle, but plays a poor ball right to Fort Wayne, but wins it right back, fortunately. Here we go with Munir Sherali. Sherali takes the ball in. A give and go. Travis Hammers back in the back at his defensive position. It's Marco Bernardini who does a 180, hits it right back to Travis Hammers. Hammers looking for options, but just not enough. Aiden backed out to Aiden O'Connor. Munir Sherali has to play it back. Good press from Fort Wayne to force the attacker to go back into his defenders. And it's going to be a switch, but is it going to be too long? No, Travis Hammers confidently saves that one from going back out. Lutram Shefku skips past one, but cannot skip past the next man. And here we go. Fort Wayne again on a breakaway. That right side hasn't been covered. Here we go. Skips past one, skips past two. And he falls in. It's going to be a penalty. It's a penalty for Fort Wayne. Good movement into the box and just tripped up in between Travis Hammers and Dante Morissette. And it's going to be a penalty for Fort Wayne.
Yeah, Sean Whirling on this right side found himself in space. And it was Akamama who was able to win the ball off of Lutram Shefku at the midfield position. And once again, Coach Oakley had said on Monday night the mistakes are made in the back third, and that's what happened there, as it was, I want to say, Dante Morissette who poked the right foot in there, and it'll be Sean Whirling who won the penalty to take it against Zach Kelly.
And here on the bench side, Esteban Russell is preparing to come onto the pitch. And here we go to take the penalty, and it's saved! It's saved! Oh, but it just goes right in. Unlucky from Zach Kelly. Zach Kelly got the touch on it, but bounced off the post, but back in through the body of Zach Kelly. They needed a little bit of luck, and now it's 1-0 to Fort Wayne, 37 minutes in.
And it was a class finish there by Sean Whirling. He was able to pick the left corner. Just not enough to keep it from the palms of Zach Kelly, but enough, I want to say it double doinked off of the left post and back off of his outstretched hands and into the back of the net, and to make it a 1-0 lead for Fort Wayne.
He dove the right way, but unfortunately for Zach Kelly, a little bit of luck had to go for Sean Whirling for Fort Wayne. And now let's see how Lansing Common do. Now a goal down.
And into the game for the first time for your Lansing Common Football Club, number 10, Esteban Jesus El Diablo Russell.
And now Esteban Russell makes his debut onto the pitch at that attacking midfield role for Lansing Common. Is this what we need right now? A little bit more creativity going down the middle, Cameron?
Well, he made way for Lirim Shefku. Lirim trying to find his way into that, I want to say, striker role, but he was a little bit more of a defensive midfielder alongside his brother, but he was just unable to make a couple of crisp passes there in the final third.
And now we have the ball with Joshua Rosendale. Rosendale trying to make his way, and it's going to be a corner for Lansing Common. Taken by Munir Sherali, his second corner of the day.
Yeah, the movement that Lansing Common has needed has come on those the right and left flanks from their midfielders. They've just been unable to make those final passes as this one goes out for a corner.
38 minutes in, Lansing Common looking to equalize, swings it in, finds the head of Osman Haji, but unable to convert. Goes back out to Aiden O'Connor, tries a whack at it, but again, deflected off of the defender. Will go back for another corner kick for Lansing Common. Munir Shadali has another chance to swing it in.
Yeah, that one, the first one, just a little bit too far outside of the outstretched heads for Lansing Common. They'll get another crack at it here.
Swung in, but cleared by the goalkeeper. Lutram Shefku back out to Munir Shadali. Shefku tries to swing one in, but just cut off. Lutram Shefku gets the ball back on that right side, trying to find an option. Shadali leaves it for Shefku. And there we go. Fort Wayne tries to break away, but cut. Osman Haji, bad touch there. Goes out to Sean. Whirling in the midfield for Fort Wayne. Back out to Aiden. Lands the ball to Aiden Connor. Travis Hammers. To Dante Morissette out left. Great first touch pass. Osman Haji to Marco Bernardini. Bernardini again trying to find options through the middle. Unable to find that one. Esteban Russell bodies a player. Osman Haji tries to carry the ball upfield. Tries to find Dante Morissette, but unable to convert. Here we go with Fort Wayne on the ball. Again, playing out of the back. Here we go. Fort Wayne trying to work their way through the ball in the left side. One back by Munir Shadali. Shadali hits it to Esteban Russell. Haji with the ball, but unable to find a pass. It looked like it was misplaced, trying to play it through the middle, but just goes left. But he wins it back himself. Marco Bernardini. Esteban Russell. Back to Marco Bernardini. Bernardini back at it. Into the midfield, trying to find a pass forward. Out to Morissette, out left. Morissette swings one in. And it's a goal! And it's a goal from Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott, that's the first goal in Lansing Common FC's history. What a cross from Dante Morissette. Finds the feet of Kyle Scott, and Kyle Scott celebrates that one to the home fans. The score is now 1-1, 41 minutes in.
And who else but the leading goal scorer in Lakeland High School history, Kyle Scott on the right wing. It's both defensive backs getting in on the score sheet as Morissette will get the assist on there. His left-footed cross after Osman Haji won his poorly laid cross back in the opposing third.
Impressive. This is what Lansing Common has been trying the whole game. Trying to find those crosses from wide and find someone in back. Skips past Joshua Rosendale. But fortunately, Kyle Scott was in that back post and hammered it in.
And they had been practicing this all week. The fourth player coming forward on the far side, and it was Morissette's perfectly weighted ball that finds its way to Kyle Scott, who just slots one home near post off the right foot for a beautiful goal, and the first goal in Lansing Common FC history.
And here we go, Fort Wayne trying to get the ball back. Now it looks like momentum has picked up for the Robins. Osman Haji plays it to Esteban Russell. Esteban Russell, wonderful turn. Munir Shadali crosses it in, but unable to find a player. There we go. Fort Wayne's player skips past Marco Bernardini and Esteban Russell. One back by Kyle Scott. Kyle Scott working the ball both ways today. There we go. Out to Munir Shadali. Shadali puts it back to Esteban Russell. It's going to be one back by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne plays it out wide, trying to find... There's a runner down the wing. Oh, that's a lovely move by the Fort Wayne defender to get past Osman Haji.
There's a beautiful little Paneka there.
Beautiful little nutmeg. And here we go, Joshua Rosendale putting pressure on the defender. It's going to go out for a goal kick for Fort Wayne. 1-1, 43 minutes into the game. 2 minutes left till halftime.
And I know Coach Oakley's not wanting to play Route 1 football where the defense will just lob it up to the forwards, but that's basically what's kind of been working for Lansing Common so far, and it's been the playmakers in back of Hammers and O'Connor who have been able to lift those balls off to the flanks as most of the Lansing Common forwards have gone forward, including their defensemen, as you see on the score sheet.
Osman Haji picks the ball nearly for Osman Haji. Picks the ball up after a little weak pass in between the center backs. Osman Haji nearly capitalizes on it. Caught by Travis Hammers in the back. Dante Morissette, little move to get past the defenders. Puts it back out to Travis Hammers. Hammers boots it away. One back by Fort Wayne. And here we go with Fort Wayne working the ball down the right wing. Into Cam Wheeler, number 13. Here we go with Casey Zimmerman. Casey Zimmerman on the ball for Fort Wayne. Into Baka Suleimani.
And a close call there as offsides was shown to Moses Akamama for Fort Wayne, but they've been able to find a couple of breaks in the Lansing Common defense, but just unable to get that one there.
Tries to head the ball away and poke it past the defender, but he got taken down. No foul called. Right, it was right on the edge of the box. Could have been dangerous if he had won the ball back. Playing it with the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper good with his feet. All right, Fort Wayne trying to play it out of the box. It's going to go back into the defender. Working his way down the wing. He's been doing it quite a while for this game now. Skips past Dante Morissette. Nope. It's going to be one back from it's going to be one back by Lutram Shefq. Shefq, great way to put his body in between him and the ball and wins the foul. Dante Morissette plays it quickly. Travis Hammers, Aiden O'Connor, former Mr. Michigan, soccer. There we go, Dante Morissette. Osman Haji plays a quick 1-2 with Dante Morissette. Morissette's got space. He's got a man on him. It's going to be Joshua Rosendale. Joshua Rosendale skips past the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper out of his line, but it's just a heavy touch from Rosendale. Goes out. Keeper can't believe it himself. Unbelievable. What an opportunity that could have been.
Yeah, Rosendale had a break as Inthwea decided to come out and challenge him, and he got beat, but it was Rosendale's right foot that let him down when it mattered most. But once again, it's great play from the center backs to the left back there, and Dante Morissette, who almost picked up another assist early on in this one in the first half.
Now it's going to be a goal kick for Fort Wayne. Just about 2 minutes past halftime. Anytime now, the whistle should be blown. Esteban Russell wins the free kick about 40 yards out.
Another dangerous free kick opportunity for Munir Shirali to whip one in as Cam Wheeler got a little bit, once again, overzealous on the ball and gave away a free kick to Esteban Russell.
Josh Oakley on the sideline yelling instructions for this free kick. Trying to work some set-piece routines, I imagine. Munir Shirali swings it in. Trying to find Aiden O'Connor. Not enough. It's a goal! It's a goal from Travis Hammers. Just lands it right to him, and it's a goal. Slots it home after taking a couple bounces. And Travis Hammers gets his first goal for the Robins. It's 2-1. Lansing has turned it around just before halftime. Cameron, what did you see in that set-piece routine? Did Josh Oakley yell the right instructions?
Well, I don't know what he was yelling, but as the referee blows the whistle for halftime, it's 2 goals, and I want to say 10 minutes for Lansing Common. After giving up the penalty there halfway through the first half, they come back and score 2 quick in the final half of this first half. And you give a team like Lansing Common, who has a lot of big guys and is able to put a lot of bodies forward, you give them too many set pieces, they will make you pay, as they did on that one. And Munir Shirali's bid from just about 30 yards out was able to bounce down. He was going back post, trying to find Kyle Scott once again, but knocked down by the Fort Wayne defender. It finds itself right onto the right foot of Travis Hammers, who once again goes near side on Mark Ninthwea. It makes it a 2-1 lead for Lansing going into halftime.
Excellent way to end the half. Here with you at Eastern Stadium, Luca Maloney and Cameron McLaren.
We'd like to remind you that you can visit Metronet at their banner to see if you qualify for a $250 gift card. You can also get some fresh coffee from Strange Matter on the south end of the pitch down by the concession stand, which is also where you will find our merch table. Go get your gear while it's still here, because just like those keeper kits, it's going fast.
halftime here at Eastern Stadium with your Lansing Common FC Robins 2, Fort Wayne Sport Club 1. Lansing Common FC is sponsored by... where is it? Highland Plastics. Highland Plastics Incorporated is the official teamwork sponsor of Lansing Common FC. HPI supports Lansing Common FC because they recognize the passion, commitment, and teamwork it takes to create an important community institution that improves the lives of everyone involved. LCFC is also sponsored by Die Hard. Die Hard Custom is the official scarf supplier of Lansing Common FC. They specialize in creating amazing custom scarves, beanies, hats, face masks, and many other items. They're a great company to work with and do amazing work. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by Moneyball. Moneyball Sportswear is the official kit supplier of Lansing Common FC. Over 19 years, Moneyball has shown an incredible commitment to the sporting community of Mid-Michigan, and Lansing Common are proud to share in that commitment. Moneyball offers an unmatched blend of customized team uniform options, product quality, and affordable prices. If you want your team to stand out on the field, reach out to them at moneyballsportswear.com. That's moneyballsportswear.com. And lastly, for all your Lansing Common FC merchandise needs, head on over to lansingcommonfc.com/shop. That's lansingcommonfc.com/shop for all your merchandise needs. Tees, polos, beanies, anything in your wildest dreams, they've got it. And now to break down the first half, here is the halftime show.
Welcome back to Eastern Stadium, where Lansing Common FC leads 2-1 against Fort Wayne Sport Club. A little bit of a turnaround because we had a penalty for Fort Wayne around 30 minutes in. Then 10 minutes later, Lansing Common FC completely changes the script, flips the script, and gets 2 goals back, 2 great goals back, and now they're in the lead for this second half.
Yeah, and I want to say that first goal for Fort Wayne to open the scoring was against a run of play, but 5 minutes prior it would have been. Fort Wayne had looked like the better club in those 5 minutes spanning before they gave up the penalty. Dante Morissette sticks in a cheeky right foot, and down went, I want to say, Sean Whirling, who stepped up and slotted it home. And Zach Kelly, the incoming freshman at Michigan State, got a paw to it, but it was just enough. It was not enough to keep it out of the back of the net as Fort Wayne opened the scoring just a half hour in. And then on the other side, it was the link-up play between the back four of Lansing Common. It was a strong play of the center backs who was able to find Dante Morissette running up the left flank, and it was his lofted cross into the penalty area that found the right foot of Kyle Scott to get the first goal in Lansing Common FC history, and it was a beautiful strike.
Absolutely spectacular hit, again, from Dante Morissette to try to find that back post. Skips past Joshua Rosendale, who couldn't quite get a foot on it, leaves it for Kyle Scott. Scott made no mistake.
And after that, it was all Lansing Common, who they gained most of the possession, and they allowed Fort Wayne to be able to make that first pass, but as soon as it found that second player, the second player to touch the ball was immediately under pressure, and that's what Coach Oakley has wanted from his team, is the high press. They may not chase the center backs like you would in a Bundesliga game when you see Eric Holland, who will just go and chase as many players as possible, but once Fort Wayne was trying to spread the ball out into the nearer edge out of their back third, they were corralled and harassed, I want to say, by multiple midfielders and forwards for Lansing Common, who were able to win the ball back. And that's what happened there on the second goal. It was Haji who won the ball and tried to play a cross into Esteban Russell, but his left foot let him down. He wins the ball back, and it's Munir Shirali who's able to win a free kick just 30 yards from goal, and he whips one in. It was the third set piece from that yardage range in the game so far, but Shirali made no mistake on this one. Tried to go back post. It hit a defender for Fort Wayne and dropped right to the feet of Travis Hammers, who slotted it home to give Lansing Common 2 goals in 10 minutes and to go into halftime with the 2-1 lead.
Absolutely, it was a great hit, and for Travis Hammers to bring that ball down with just about a touch and a half, and then just slot it into the back of the net. Wonderful to see just before halftime.
And that'll do it for the halftime show. But before we go and kick off the start of the second half, we would like to thank more of our sponsors. Lansing Common FC's proudly sponsored by Ozones. We are proud to announce Lansing Common FC's official brewery partner, Ozones Brewhouse. Family owned and operated, Ozones Brewhouse is Lansing's home for soccer. Ozones offers a wide variety of beers, ciders, and seltzers, as well as their own on-site food truck. Stop by their Old Town tasting room after the match for a pint of Common Claws and some wood-fired pizza. For more information, find them online at ozonesbrewhouse.com. That's ozonesbrewhouse.com. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by BWL. We are proud to be sponsored by the Lansing Board of Water and Light this season. Just like us, BWL is powered by the Lansing community. Hometown people, hometown power. LCFC is also sponsored by J Biggs. Lansing Common fans, our team goes big here on the pitch, but when they go home, they go Biggs with Jacqueline Biggs, official realtor of Lansing Common FC. From Waverly to Williamston, Okemos to Old Town, no one gives you a better home field advantage. Call 517-331-4109 or go online to gobiggs2gohome.com. That's go, B-I-G-G-S, to gohome.com. Jacqueline Biggs is a licensed realtor with Coldwell Banker Hubble Briarwood. Lansing Common FC is also sponsored by Dean Trailways. Lansing Common FC is proud to have Dean Trailways as its official transportation partner. When we hit the road in the coming weeks, we can't think of a better company to travel with. LCFC is also sponsored by Strange Matter. We are proud to announce Lansing Common FC's official coffee partner, Strange Matter Coffee. Locally owned and operated, Strange Matter offers donuts and coffee made the hard way at their Michigan Avenue shop. Strange Matter also created a custom coffee blend for Lansing Common FC, the Early Bird Blend. Every purchase of the Early Bird Blend helps support Lansing Common FC. $5.17 of every purchase of the Early Bird Blend will go to Lansing Common FC, and the remaining proceeds will be donated to support the Lansing community. Visit strangemattercoffee.com for more information.
And halftime just rolled in. Here we go. O'Connor with the ball. Launches it forward to Rosendale. Picked up by Esteban. Russell. There you go, Russell. Kyle Scott again. Started the second half. Here we go. Chef Q. Out to O'Connor. Now in midfield, Julian Burge making his debut for the club. 27 years old, 6'1", out of Alma College. His stats had 16 goals in 6 games in 73 games at Alma College. Impressive for a midfielder. Ball picked up by Fort Wayne goalkeeper. Launches one quick. Aiden O'Connor quick to get there as well. Now in goal for Lansing Common will be Andrew Nicholson. Makes his debut for the club. The Michigan State Spartan. So now we see a change of substitutions with goalkeepers in the second half, just like I think we predicted.
Yeah, you're going to see a couple of goalkeepers. I know pregame you had said you wanted to see about 2. Well, we've got 2 so far.
2 so far, it'd probably be like that. Just one each half, I think, is a perfect fit. Andrew Nicholson replaced by... Well, no, he replaced his incoming teammate at Michigan State. Now here we go. Fort Wayne again playing the ball out of the back. Great win the ball from Ben Meshke, who also makes his debut for the club starting up top. In 7 games, Meshke had 6 goals and 4 assists in 7 games in the 2021 season for Kalamazoo College. And the smoke has gone up again from the Lansing Common FC fans on the other side of the pitch. Kyle Scott on the right. Great ball into Russell. Russell bodies it and gets the ball right there for a throw in at the edge of the box. Difficult. Won the ball back from Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne trying to play out of the back. Hits it back all the way to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper takes a look around. Sees what options he has. Hits it but right to Scott. There we go. Lutram Shefq. Russell finding his options. Turns. Swings it all the way back to Scott. Scott on the one-on-one. Gonna take a few touches inward. Misplaced pass. Tried to find Russell, but just misplaced. Dante Morissette wins the ball back on the other side. And again, we see the same back four, so no changes to the back four tonight in the start of the second half. There you go, Joshua Rosendale playing a little bit with Marco Bernardini. Burge. Shefq. O'Connor. There you go, calling his players to come forward and help him. There we go, great ball in, but it's going to be too much for Scott.
Yeah, just too far in front. But once again, it's the back two of O'Connor. And not a back two, but it's Bernardini and O'Connor once again trying to find those forwards for Lansing Common, but just those final weighted passes just a little bit too hard.
We know it's getting a little chilly outside when both coaches, especially Josh Oakes, puts on his sweatshirt. And here we go with that no-look pass out to the left wing. Is he going to get there? No, just off. It's going to be a throw-in for Fort Wayne on their right side. There we go, throw-in. Going to go down the wing. One back by the Robins, but it's going to go right back out. There we go. Robins win the ball back. Oh, tough tackle, but he looked like he got all ball, but no, he didn't. The ref is going to call a foul on that for the Robins going forward.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a yellow card. First yellow card of the game goes to Mr. Moses Akamama.
Yeah, he thought he got all ball there, but he also took down the man in Lutram Shefq in the process.
Lansing again with their own free kick in their half, trying to make something of it. Russell swings the ball in to Kyle Scott on the right, but it's going to go right off. Great defending there by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne goalkeeper to start the ball in a goal kick. Lansing pushing with 3 forwards up top, but now they're going to drop back as Fort Wayne pushes their men upfield. Goalkeeper swings one back into, but it's going to go right to Dante Morissette, who heads it right into Russell. Russell on the one-on-one. Russell Russell hits it too high up. Great chance, great build-up play. Excellent pass by Ben Meshke into Russell, but Russell unable to convert.
Yeah, it was a great play there, but it was Dante Morissette who was able to track that ball and win it between 2 Fort Wayne defenders and start the break for Lansing Common, but the final finish was poor and unable to make it a 3-1 game.
Here we go. Fort Wayne with the ball, finding their way upfield on the right side. Swings the ball into the middle, but it's going to go right to the feet of Scott. Back into goalkeeper Andrew Nicholson, who boots one upfield. Picked up by Shefq. Shefq, tough tackle there. It's going to be taken out. All right, Aiden O'Connor chasing the ball, but it's going to be offside for Fort Wayne. There we go. Kyle Scott puts the ball down. It's Gonna pass it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Nicholson. Nicholson out to Travis. Hammers moving the ball upfield. Swings one out to Marco Bernardini. Bernardini puts it back to Hammers. Looking for options. Hits O'Connor. Kyle Scott asking for the ball out wide. He's going to get it. But it's going to... Oh, and he's in. He's in. He crosses the ball in. No, and Joshua Rosendale unable to get a foot on it. It's going to go off his thigh and over the crossbar. Great move. Great pass by O'Connor into Scott to set that one up. And an excellent find by Scott to try to cross that ball into Rosendale. Just a little too much for Rosendale.
Yeah, and you see why Aiden O'Connor was the 2019 Michigan nominee for Mr. Soccer, as that cross was perfect and almost.
Bernardini picks the ball up. Ben Meshke with the ball in the box, taken down. Sorry to have cut you off there, Cam, in your analysis, but there was play developing.
You're good.
Here we go. Scott wins the ball back in midfield. Burge. Hammers. All right, Fort Wayne get the ball rolling again in their own half. Outright. Hammers boots the ball away. Clearance. Fort Wayne gets a throw in on their right side, inching in towards the final third. Swings the ball out left. Oh, cheeky little flick. And here we go. Julian Burge wins the ball back in midfield. Oh, twice. And it's going to be stopped to get a foul. Advantage was not carried on. Well done by Burge to win the ball back.
Burge going into two 50-50s. They're able to get the advantage and then get the whistle after the second challenge to keep the possession with Lansing Common.
Scott. To Aiden O'Connor. To Hammers. Hammers going to find Morissette. Morissette dribbling it upfield. Joshua Rosendale running down the left wing. He's going to cut back in. Fort Wayne takes a touch and takes it out. It's going to be Robbins' ball. Throw in back all the way to the defender. Hammers. Burge with the ball. Morissette back out left. Bernardini. Bernardini gets a chance. Is he going to swing one in? He swings it in, but keeper catches it. Low to the ground. Not enough running movement in there by Ben Meshke.
And once again, it's movement on the flanks for Lansing Common that's able to generate a couple of chances for them so far. But as Bernardini's cross was just unable to find a man in the box.
It's a little different of a setup in this second half. Ben Meshke, and we're going with two forwards this time. Meshke and Joshua Rosendale up top. Well, it looks like Bernardini is a little bit more out left than he was deep center. And Burge is now in that deep center midfield.
Yeah, and you're seeing how confident Lansing Common is in possession, especially with their back two, with O'Connor and Hammers, as both of them are willing and able to keep the ball on their feet and find those second and third passes.
Scott, excellent pass into that, going into that middle third, but eaten up by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne takes it back. Again, battling with the ball. Now they have possession. Ball's going to go out wide, and it's going to be Common's ball one more time. Here we go. Morissette on a throw-in. Back out to Hammers. Hammers taking his time. Burge calmly hits it out to O'Connor. O'Connor dribbling upfield. He's such a center back with just a poise on the ball. So technically gifted, being able to drive that ball upfield and be confident giving long passes. Difficult to find in a center back these days.
Yeah, he was Mr. Soccer for a reason, and you could see it on a couple of these plays, how he's able to just loft the sweet touch in and put players on goal that may have not found themselves, whenever they make those runs, they find themselves in on goal because of the sweet touch that he's able to put on the ball.
All right. Lansing with the ball again. Hits it out back. O'Connor, brilliant little move to fake the defender and get away from that pressure. Brilliant move.
He put Tito on ice.
Oh, there we go. Brilliant pass from Kyle Scott. into Ben Mashke, but Mashke right there, well defended by the Fort Wayne center back. Here we go, Fort Wayne having trouble to play out of that left side now. That was a great little ball in from Kyle Scott into Ben Mashke. O'Connor wins the ball back up high. Into Rosendale outright. Mashke skips past one. And it's going to be a throw in for Lansing Common. It's getting louder in here, and you can feel it.
Yeah, the tension and the pressure is building as Lansing Common is committing 3 to 4 forwards up at a time.
Mashke. O'Connor. Back out to Mashke. Swings a great ball in, but no one there to find it. Bernardini out on the left side. Tries to control it down. Brilliant move to get away from the defender, but just a heavy touch. Brilliant move from Marco Bernardini. And it's going to be a corner.
Head.
Throw in.
The referee signaled throw in at the last minute before Luca was able to call that. Sorry, buddy.
That's why I have glasses on. Kyle Scott. Burge wins the ball back. O'Connor again, a little move to beat the defender. Scott, is he going to cross the ball in? Oh, takes a brilliant little touch, little turn. Again, another touch out wide. Back out to Shafq. Burge. Shafq. He's going to swing a ball in, but no one there to find it. Again, Bernardini. He's been all over the pitch today. Bernardini hits it back out. Rosendale. Oh, it's a goal! Rosendale, what a goal! Almost seemed like it was a miss hit, but it's a goal, and now it's 3-1 Lansing, 60 minutes in against Fort Wayne. Joshua Rosendale with his first goal for the club, and what a hit that was.
Again, it's the player that we talked about in the preview, but it's the player that's shown the most life. It's Marco Bernardini, who's able to keep this ball on the pitch, takes on two, and is able to just loft the ball back off into the penalty area from 16 yards out. The ball takes a deflection and is just enough curl on it and just enough backspin to peek under the bar past Inthwea and make it a 3-1 lead for Lansing Common in the 60th minute. As Bernardini will make way and should be getting a roar of applause for his play today, as he's basically been the main man, the main magician, as you would say.
Bernardini's been all over the pitch today, just like you said. He's been the engine of this team, linking passes forward and asking more of his teammates as well to get forward. Brilliant 60 minutes from him. I'm sure Oakley's going to be very impressed. And here we go, Fort Wayne trying to get one back. Fort Wayne, Burge. Burge is going to get it there and clear it away for a Fort Wayne throw-in.
That was another Lansing Common goal! This one scored by number 21, Josh.
And this will go out for a corner kick for Fort Wayne. And arguably their two best players once again trying to leak up in the final third. And Moses Akimama and Sean Whirling, who won the penalty back in the first half and slotted it past Zach Kelly, doing as best as he can to try to get a couple of goals back for Fort Wayne.
And here we go. We see more players warming up for Lansing Common FC. And that ball is going to go straight out in, and a goal kick for Andrew Nicholson. Andrew Nicholson recently completed his second season at Michigan State.
And before Nicholson puts this back into play, it looks like it'll be a wholesale change coming up for Josh Oakley's squad in the coming minutes.
Okay, it's going to go right there to Russell. Number 14, Daniel Silva, has made his first appearance for the club in midfield after subbing out for Marco Bernardini.
Yeah, and it's a good story for Silva, making the team after the first tryout. And when the club interviewed him, he spent hours upon hours figuring out ball physics, passing the ball off of brick walls, it seemed, anywhere where he could practice his skills. He could do magical things with the ball, as they'd seen after the first tryout whenever the club signed him.
Also making his debut for the club, who subbed in a couple minutes ago, Trevor Togi, 5'7" midfielder out of Portage Northern High School and Trine University and Kalamazoo College. At Kalamazoo College, he had 4 goals and 2 assists in 16 games. At Trine, 32 games played, 7 goals and 4 assists. He's a midfielder who can do everything, and now it's going to be a corner kick for Fort Wayne. Coming on for Lansing FC now is going to be number 25, Josh Fines. Josh Fines, 24, played for Spring Arbor University and also made an international appearance for the British Virgin Islands national team. One of probably the only players in this team who's had an international cap.
Yeah, and subbing back in for the Robins is Noah Canless, and then making his debut is Ben Derby as well. He'll slot into the midfield.
Dante Morissette and Aiden O'Connor will leave, 2 players who've had a brilliant start to their Lansing Common career.
As Lansing Common continues to find themselves a little bit in trouble on the back end with the new back 4. But they're trying to play it out. But it's Fort Wayne still on their toes trying to get a couple of goals back. They're not going quietly in the final 30 minutes.
And it's a throw in for Fort Wayne on the left side. Throwing into the middle. Takes a touch out. Tries to nick a pass. Oh, and it's going to be a foul. Free kick for Fort Wayne. About 5 yards out of the box for Fort Wayne here.
And once again, it's Sean Whirling. He's been their main man going forward. Slots home the penalty in the 30th minute. And once again, wins a free kick in a dangerous area for Fort Wayne. We'll see how good the defensive set-piece tactics are for this Lansing Common squad.
It's a good range to hit it directly into goal. I'm sure Nicholson will be prepared for a hit.
As he sets up his wall, it's going to either be Akamama or Tito to hit this, as they're both squaring up, deciding
looks like Tito's going to take it. Tito whacks it in. Oh, and it's going to be saved straight to the hands of Andrew Nicholson. Nicholson throws it out left. All right, it's going to be another corner kick for Fort Wayne. This time switching sides, plays it short, swings it in, and skips past everybody. It's going to be a touch off. Looks like that was a touch off Josh Fines.
Yeah, Josh Fines was able to get his head on it to keep it from hitting the man on the far post for Fort Wayne. As a little bit of substitution error going on for this Lansing Common team, as as the back 4 seems a little bit shaky, as three new substitutes have entered the game.
Okay, here we go. Oh, takes a whack at it, but hits the face of Ben Meshke. That was number 6, Sean Whirling. Here we go. And there we go. That's a deep ball in for number 21, Rosendale, for Lansing Common, but just caught out by the Fort Wayne defense.
Yeah, Suleimani was able to backtrack and kick that ball out before Rosendale was able to get another clean look in on goal.
Ben Derby has his first look at the left back position here for Lansing Common. Derby's a 3-time all-conference selection at Okemos High School, not that far from down the road from Lansing. And here we go, Tito with the ball. After Cam Wheeler. Swings the ball in, cut off. by Trevor Togi. At the top of the box. Is he going to have a shot? No. Skip tries to skip past a couple defenders. Hits it out left. Still working the ball down the left side. Doesn't have many options. Has to hit it back to Sean Whirling. There we go. Quick one-touch passing from Fort Wayne to try to get an option inside the box. Not going to happen, though. Josh Fines clears it away. And here we go. Esteban Russell. All right, here we go. Going down. Esteban Russell. Hits a cheeky ball in to Ben Meshke. Bounces right to the head of Ben Meshke, and it's out. It'll be a Lansing Common corner kick down this right side.
And backtracking on that was once again Baka Suleimani for Fort Wayne, keeping this scoreline and keeping Ben Meshke from getting a goal as he was able to trot back what seemed like 80 yards on that rush chance on the counterattack.
We had Noah Canlis to take the free kick, the corner kick, swings it in, finds the head of a Fort Wayne defender who clears it out to the top of the box. Josh Fines takes a whack at it first touch, but doesn't quite get through the traffic. Throw in for Fort Wayne. And it's going to be out. It's going to be a Robin ball. Ben Derby picks the ball up. Derby. All right, out to Rosendale. Rosendale, big switch out to Canlis. Canlis, great touch to control that. Oh, he's going to go past one defender, but they both went down. It's going to be recovered by Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne now traveling down the wing. Past Josh Fines. Josh Fines has to make his way back. This is Sean Whirling with the 2-on-1. Tries to find a crossing, but cut out by Travis Hammers.
Yeah, Sean Whirling, he's been the most dangerous player on this Fort Wayne sports side, and he almost was able to get around Josh Fines, but luckily the backtracking of Travis Hammers was able to knock that ball out of play for a Fort Wayne corner.
Yeah, he beat Josh Fines on the foot race. And here we go, corner swung in. Esteban Russell picks the ball out as it is cleared away. Out down the right-hand side. He's going to try to find Rosendale on the other side. Oh, no, that's a misplaced pass. Oh, two misplaced passes. Didn't quite connect. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. But it was a good idea with great ambition.
Yeah, it was a good idea by Meshke to try to get that ball into Rosendale, but I don't believe Rosendale had the speed to get past those last two defenders.
And here we go, Togi. Togi get his first couple of touches at center midfield. Fort Wayne again with the ball. Oh, and that's cleared away by Derby. Oh, but it looks like Derby left a player on the floor. Fort Wayne player still hasn't gotten up. Referee might need to take a little look at it. Down also by the other side, number 5. Suleimani for Fort Wayne is down, maybe stretching. Pointing at his thigh. Not sure if he will continue, but he gets right back up.
Yeah, on the ground was Adolfo Viajes. But he got straight up after the referee told him to, so it was a good no call by the official.
And here we go, Fort Wayne again with the ball. Swings it out left. Oh, difficult touch. Can't quite get it, but still somehow retrieves it. Suleimani in defense. Here we go. Fort Wayne again swinging the ball around. Great little touch into the middle. Here we go. Fort Wayne again on the right side, trying to find a cross in. Inside the box, tries to pick it past Hammers. Togi, great touch pass. Rosendale now on the break. Rosendale cut off by Suleimani. Great pace by the center back, but he looks like he pulled something right there or got stepped on as he limped away. Here we go. Suleimani clears, boots it away. Pointing at his calf. Yeah, he's gone down. Looks like he won't be able to continue after that one. Referee has yet to stop it. Now, referee has stopped the match to take a look at Suleimani, who is down on the ground inside his own box. Looks like a little bit of muscle discomfort.
Yeah, Suleimani once again having to make another 80-yard backtrack and kept Josh Rosendale from netting another one in this game. And I believe, as we saw as he headed towards the corner flag, pulled something, was able to get enough adrenaline in to clear that ball away up to Akamama at the halfway line. But how he's made it through 74 minutes trying to keep pace along the flanks with the speedy both attacking forwards and some of the attacking defensemen and Morissette and not Josh Vines, but Kyle Scott early on in the game. How he's been able to keep up with them is in no short effort, or is in no short part of valiant effort for the center back for Fort Wayne.
Here we go. Seth Russ has just entered the game for Lansing Common. Seth Russ, 5'6" forward coming out of Purdue Fort Wayne University. Only featured in one game for Purdue Fort Wayne, but today it looks like he's going to play the last 15 minutes for the Common. Seth Danger Russ, as the announcer calls him. Let's see if he can net one in.
And unfortunately, with Fort Wayne only having a few reserves and having to spot a couple of players off the Lansing Common FC squad, they may have to play short, but getting an ovation is Baka Suleimani as he
played
limps
really
off the
well.
field.
He played really well, and even in that last, right before he got hurt and was in discomfort, he had a good run to keep up with Rosendale, who Rosendale looked like he was on for goal. And here we go. Fort Wayne now knocking the ball around. They'll have to get the game started again. Suleimani takes a water and talking to coach on the sideline. Russell plays it in, but unable to find Seth Russ. Oh, there we go. Lovely footwork from the Fort Wayne midfielder. Skips past two and is going to do a deep switch. A little off target than he would like, but still gets to the feet of his teammate. Here we go. Again, trying to play out of the back. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, who's going to swing one left. They're letting the ball do the work, what Fort Wayne is doing, because when you don't have many men, you can't run as much as you'd like to. So you have to pass the ball as many times as you can, move the ball up the field. And that's what they've done, and they've put up a good fight.
Yeah, and they've been able to backtrack whenever Lansing Common has had those dangerous chances.
Oh, and there was a cross right into the middle, but cleared away. Couldn't find the feet of a Fort Wayne teammate, and that is cleared away by Noah Canlis. Now playing in that right back position. He started the game earlier at the left midfield. Here we go again. Fort Wayne switching the ball around. Derby gets a head on it for Robbins. It's going to go out. Fort Wayne throw in.
Yeah, and just before that throw-in, Akamama found himself in some space about just outside the penalty area, but was unable to do anything with the final cross as Canlos was able to clear that one away.
And here we go. The Robins continue to defend this possession drill from Fort Wayne. Again, playing around with the ball, trying to find those little spaces. Josh Fines picks up the ball, hits the Togi. Togi out, tries to hit it out. Warming up for Lansing Common is Boo Ray on the touchline. Looks like he's going to come on and get some minutes. His first few minutes with the club.
And a ball that was just too far in front of Pedro Flores for Fort Wayne. We'll see the substitution made as Noah Canlis will make way for Boo Ray, who made this team after being an incredible futsal player.
Yeah, he was a tryout standout, and he's getting his first few minutes on the pitch with the team. Again, this is what Josh Oakley expected. Trying to get as many players on the pitch as he can with the amount of time he has in this friendly, warming up for his first Midwest Premier League match against the West Michigan Bearings. Here we go, Fort Wayne again with the ball, out left, working the ball down the wing. Boo Ray defending. Here we go, Seth Russ putting the pressure on Fort Wayne. With little over 10 minutes left to go, Lansing Common will want to wrap up. What a wonderful pass from Seth Russ into Russell. Russell one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he doesn't convert. What a lovely ball from Seth Russ, chipped into the feet of Esteban Russell, but Russell unable to convert on the breakaway.
Yeah, but it was Daniel Silva winning the ball back on the left side away from Delgadillo of Fort Wayne that was able to give the Robins possession back, and almost able to tuck another one home was Esteban Russell.
And now 3 changes coming on for Lansing Common.
It'll be Owen Swan, Liram Shefq, and Madi who will enter the game for, I believe, Julian Burge,
Esteban Russell, and
Ben Meshki.
Great minutes from these guys. And here we go, the free kick for Lansing gets cut away from Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne trying down this counterattack. Oh, and it's going to stop. It's going to be a foul.
Yeah, there was a foul
Moses
there.
Akimana is on the floor after looks like a tough hit.
Yeah, Daniel Silva, he went for the ball there, missed it completely, caught the player. There was no intent there. He was going for the ball, but caught the man instead, and a nice roundhouse to the midsection for Akamama. That's going to knock the wind out of him, but he's able to get up under his own power and walk this one off.
Boy, oh boy, it's been a physical match. Physical matchup, pace, strength, determination all over the pitch for both sides. And here we go. It's a short free kick back out to the goalie who's outside, 10 yards outside his box. Boots one away. Josh Fines heads it out for a Fort Wayne throw-in. 81 minutes in. And here we go. Fort Wayne trying to find someone in midfield. Blocked by Josh Fines.
Yeah, it was Sean Whirling who won him the throw after Fines was able to use his head to knock it out. And once more, Fort Wayne will get a set piece to try to get 2 onto the scoreboard.
Lansing remain in the lead 3-1 over Fort Wayne. And here we go for another Fort Wayne corner kick. And there we go. It's a shot, but right to the hands of Nicholson. Nicholson is going to throw it out to the right to Boo Ray. Boo Ray out to Josh Fines. Fines Plays it in the middle. Okay, here we go. Ben Derby. Back out to Hammers. Finds. Takes a touch. Has time. One man on him. Hits it to Bourré. Oh, and it was a difficult pass, but it was also a difficult touch for Bourré, and it goes out just around half line for a Fort Wayne throw-in.
Yeah, Josh Fines didn't do Ray any favors there with that ball. It was telegraphed from the start, but it could have been better from both Lansing players.
With fresh set of legs, you expect to hit those passes a little better. And here we go, Seth Russ. Can't quite get the body. There you go, Owen Swan. Out to Daniel Silva. Daniel Silva, great ball in to Seth Russ, who looks to be onside. He's on, but cut off by the Fort Wayne defender. Daniel Silva will pick the ball up for a throw-in. And here we go. Fort Wayne gets the ball back. Trying to play it out through the middle. They have time. They have one player running down the wing. Out on the left side. Hits it back out to the middle. Not that many options going forward, and great numbers back in for the Robins. Oh, but it's cut away. Another poorly timed pass from Josh Fines. Finds its way to the Fort Wayne midfielder. And it's going to be a yellow card for what looks like Liram Shefku. Second yellow card of the game, one apiece for each side.
Yeah, it was 9-on-9 crime there as Madi got in late on Tito for Fort Wayne with the trailing foot. Tito went down, and Madi is shown yellow for the second yellow card of the game. One for both teams tonight.
Go. It's a little, it's a pass, more like a pass than a shot, but it lands right to the hands of Nicholson.
Yeah, and you can see the two main men for this Fort Wayne side have been Sean Whirling and Moses Akamama, as both of them have looked to try to give this Lansing Common back four fits, and they've done it a couple of times, but Akamama there, the finish let him down as he was just willingly able to pass it essentially to Andrew Nicholson in goal for the Robins.
And that was going to be a throw-in for the Robins. Out, Seth Russ tries to win the ball back, but it's going to be a foul on Russ. A lot of fouls in these last 5 minutes. And we have about 4 minutes left to go, plus some extra time if needed. Tito wins the ball back in midfield. Tito hits it out left. Here we go here. Oh, that looked like a little bit of a handball there by Togi. I was about to say, if that hit his chest, I would have had to look at it one more time. And there we go. Tito trying to beat Bourré with pace. He does, but Josh Fines slides in there and knocks the ball out for a Fort Wayne throw-in.
Yeah, and you're starting to see a little bit of fatigue or a little bit of missed assignments for Josh Oakley's side, as the back four has not looked as strong as it had in the first half, but new substitutions playing with different people, it's something that's going to happen.
And Togi boots one out, trying to find Seth Russ. Seth Russ in an offside, was in an offside position, came back in. It's going to be called as an offside. It's been a little bit of a struggle trying to get service into these forwards, Seth Russ and Madi.
Yeah, and Lansing Common looked content just to keep it and play it at the back and keep possession. They're a possession-minded team, but they're not looking to attack as much as they were in the first 60 minutes of the game, as they've kind of taken their foot off the brake.
Again, Josh Fines nearly with another poor pass that Nicholson nearly couldn't reach, but just gets a foot on it to boot it away. All right, and the ball's going to go roll right to the feet of Nicholson. Nicholson taking his time, picks it up, rolls it out to Hammers.
Yeah, and these last 10 minutes for Lansing Common have been a little bit nervy at the back, and that's something that Josh Oakley is going to want to stress in his team.
There we go. Seth Russ. Russ cuts in. Tries to fire Madi, but it's off. It's going to be Togi. Togi wins the ball back at the top of the box. Takes a whack at it, but it's just out. Going to be a goal kick for Fort Wayne.
Yeah, Seth Russ trying to make something out of nothing there. Was able to win the ball back off of a Fort Wayne defender. Tried to find Madi in the middle, and it squeaks its way out to Trevor Togi, trying to take them on the man and Cam Wheeler, and his shot goes just wide of the right post.
And here we go with Fort Wayne with less than 2 minutes on the clock. And try to keep possession. Seth Russ wins the ball back for the Robins. Oh, Seth Russ wins it back. Tries to skip past one defender in the midfield. Risky to do that. There we go. Lirim Shefku wins the ball back in midfield. A little bit more creativity was needed. Again, Togi unable to pull off a pass. Bourret. Tough tackle, and now he's on. Difficult. Fort Wayne win the ball back. Now passing it around. Madi putting pressure on the defender. It looks like Seth Russ has shifted into that left midfield position, and now Lirim Shefku wins the ball back. Oh, and the Fort Wayne defender is just gonna go back in, run back in time to clear that away for a Lansing Common corner kick.
Yeah, Shefku was able to block that front pass, but the angle was just not right for him as the backtracking defender was able to steer that ball out of play for a Lansing Common corner.
Fans are heading for the exit with less than a minute to play, trying to beat that back home traffic. And here we go, to see if Fort Wayne can knock one back in. Out with the counterattack again, Akimama. Plays it, Akimama doing a full field sprint upfield. Tito wins the ball back in the midfield. Here we go. Oh, and it's going to bounce right back into the Fort Wayne defender out left. Tito tries to tee up a shot. No real power, no real direction, but good ambition. And now Andrew Nicholson's going to take his ball. 90 minutes on the clock. We don't know how much time we have for stoppage, but the referee should blow the whistles in any second now, as Nicholson's going to boot this one away. Nicholson. Fort Wayne gets the ball back. No. Robins win it back immediately. Nicholson, who's had quite a bit of touches in this half, boots it away. Bourret, great turn. Bourret, great turn in. Finds Josh Fines. 91 minutes. Lansing Common 3-1. Fort Wayne 1. Here we go. Oh, and it's a foul, not full time. Here we foul for. It's gonna be a free kick for Lansing Common. Hits it out to Hammers in the back. Picked up by Fort Wayne. Akimama. And Trevor Togi wins the ball back in midfield. 92 minutes almost on the clock. And there we go. Full time. Lansing 3, Fort Wayne 1. The Robins get their first win in their first ever game as a team. Special night here at Eastern Stadium.
And it was a great showing by the starting 11 for Lansing Common, and even better for the substitutes, as it was the back four of Lansing Common that looked seemingly unbeatable and unmatched on the flanks, as they provided most of the offensive scoring threat in tonight's friendly against Fort Wayne, as they contributed to, I believe, all 3 of Lansing Common's goals tonight, specifically the first 2, I know for sure. But a great night here in Lansing at Eastern Stadium, as they as they will ride away 3-1 winners.
The goals by Kyle Scott, Joshua Rosendale, and Travis Hammers seal the victory for Lansing Common in their first game. I'm sure this is the way Oakley expected this to go. It was a rough start, but they cleaned up nicely at the end of the half. And again, got the players rotated in and experimented with the side. Played a couple of different formations with different players in different positions. Some players played multiple positions tonight.
Yeah, and
so there's a lot to do with this team, and there's a lot more to see. And I'm very excited to see them next weekend.
Yeah, in those first 20 minutes, as you say, Lansing Common came out of the gates firing on all cylinders, but they were just unable to make that final pass in the final third to tuck one home. And it took a little bit of a shell shock for them as Dante Morissette, his cheeky right foot came in on Sean Whirling, and the Robins went 1-0 down after the penalty was awarded to Whirling, and he slotted it home past Zach Kelly. But after that, the tides turned in favor of the Robins as they were able to score 2 in quick succession in 10 minutes. And it all started from the back 4 as Kyle Scott knocked Dante Morissette's cheeky cross in the penalty box past the outstretched Enthwia for Fort Wayne. And the second one, you give a team too many dangerous chances, they'll make you pay. It was Munir Shirali's ball that found the back post, and waiting right there was the ball onto the feet of Travis Hammers to give the Robins a 2-1 lead into halftime. And coming back, Josh Oakley's side continued on, poured in another goal as they leave Eastern Stadium 3-1 victors.
Die-Hard. BWL, the Lansing Board of Water and Light. Jacqueline Biggs, licensed realtor.